This is Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, and you are listening to the Bob Culture Podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here on the BCP, ahead of the Royal Rumble in Tampa Bay. I think we fixed the poster
We
first.
did.
Yes, we did. We fixed the poster.
Look at that. Look at that face.
We are not worthy, one and only.
The irresistible force. Let's go.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So much to talk about ahead of the
Yes.
Royal Rumble. A heavy favorite for sure to win this thing. You were a surprise last year.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. How do you prepare for possible surprises? You don't know what's coming this year. How do you prepare for something like
You know, you just always have to stay ready. You got to stay up on the game. Make sure you're always watching everybody's stuff and knowing what their skills are so you're prepared. You know, I'm in there all the time making sure I know what people of the past is their expertise is. And so I'm ready to go no matter what.
So, my girlfriend just started watching wrestling with me about a year ago. She used to watch when she was younger, but she saw you on TV and she was like, she is amazing. She's so badass. What does representation mean to you? And like, how does it feel to carry that mantle?
You know, it's pretty incredible because when I first tried out, I was the only bigger girl in the tryout.
Okay.
And then I got hired from that, and then I was one of the only bigger girls in NXT.
Yeah.
And you know, being able to carry on and go onto the main roster and do such incredible things. And then now I look back at NXT and I see that there's so much diversity. We have all kinds of bigger women, beautiful women. Like it makes me happy to know that like I was a part of that. That I had a little piece in that because, you know, I think Triple H saw something in me and he took a chance on me and now it's continued on this legacy and it's cool.
That's great to hear. Yeah.
Tell your girlfriend I said thank you.
Of course. I love you, Joanna. Shout out to you.
Oh my God, this guy's getting not sleeping on the couch.
Right?
Last one from me. I hope you're spent for your time. I know we got to get out of here, but I got to ask you this: we saw the showdown between Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
And Rhea pretty much said, "I'll see you at WrestleMania." I
can't.
And no disrespect to either of them, but Nia Jax.
Hello, rude.
I mean, how's that make you feel? I mean, what's that like for you?
I get it, you know, like she wants an easier competition at WrestleMania. You know, she doesn't want to come on for the top one. She doesn't want to get squashed again. I get it, Rhea. But don't you worry, I'll be winning that Royal Rumble match, and I will be choosing you, mommy, and taking you on at WrestleMania.
You heard it here first, guys.
That's right. Nia Jax, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Thank you
guys.
so
I
much.
appreciate it. Yeah.
I'd like to welcome in our new sponsor for the year of 2024, Bree Combination Wrestling, BCW, ahead of their event at the Mecca in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey. Welcome to 2024, the new year, featuring Christina Marie, Brittany Blake, Vicious Vicky, Face, Jay Bougie, Anthony Gangone, Darius Carter, and a whole lot more Saturday, January 20th at the Mecca. Before we get started, I want to shout out our sponsors here on the BCP. As always, the BCP is brought to you by our favorite store, Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, located online and at the Englishtown Flea Market in Englishtown, New Jersey, on Saturdays and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the Blue Building. Get your wrestling stuff, retro video games, G.I. Joes, Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters. It's our favorite store. Thank you, Heather and Dan, for sponsoring the show. Please welcome in our new sponsor, Mania Club. Established in 2015, Mania Club is a WWE-recognized community for fans with an eclectic love for both the world of professional wrestling and raising money for Connor's Cure. During WrestleMania weekend, we host the official tailgate of WrestleMania while also celebrating the life of Connor McCauley. They're the single largest donor within the V Foundation for Connor's Cure with over $150,000 raised. Please donate and join the Facebook group over at Mania Club. Donate at jimmyv.org/Mania Club. The BCP is also sponsored by the No Gimmicks podcast, the pro wrestling podcast that keeps it 100% real 100% of the time. The No Gimmicks podcast is available wherever you get your podcasts. Shout out Kelvin, check out the No Gimmicks podcast. Wrestling All Day, All Night is the best wrestling discussion group on Facebook. We provide more of a community feel here and have wrestling fans introduce other fans to something they may have not seen before, such as old school wrestling, indie wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and more. We also strive to be a source for information regarding upcoming wrestling meet and greets and signings. And remember, we're open 24/7, all day, all night. Be sure to follow on socials and join the group on Facebook at Wrestling All Day, All Night. BCP is also sponsored by Warriors of Wrestling. Warriors of Wrestling returns to Brooklyn, New York on Saturday, January 6th. featuring former WWE superstars Mace and Mansoor. Also featuring Darius Carter, Joe Acasio, Angel Metro, Vicious Vicky, TJ Marconi, and a whole lot more. Get your tickets now at warriorsofwrestling.com. And don't forget to subscribe for some great matches over on the Warriors of Wrestling YouTube channel. Please welcome in our new sponsors, the Sweet Chin Musings podcast. Sweet Chin Musings is the creation of the reigning, rarely defending, highly disputed champion of wrestling podcast, Mr. Perfect Mike Mueller, and his tag team partner in crime, Luke Kudialis. SCM focuses on the in-ring product of WWE and AEW. No dirt sheet rumors here, as well as backstage news, predictions, and analysis of characters, storylines, and major pay-per-views. Old school fans, don't worry, we have you covered too with a look back on classic matches, top 10 lists, and interactive tournaments that let the fans decide who is truly the best of all time. You can find us on Facebook at Sweet Chin Musings, and be sure to check out the podcast on all your favorite podcast major streaming platforms. We also got to shout out our new sponsors, United States Department of Nerds, the USDN podcast, a podcast presented by Dat Feeling Podcast Network, LLC. The USDN podcast is run by Jeffrey T. Fountain, a BCP Plus contributor, Jennifer Johnson, Eric Johnson, and Tay Stitt, and is also home to the Queens of Nerdom podcast. USDN podcast is a safe place for all nerds where they can come to be entertained, learn, and embrace debate. USDN prides itself on being by the people, for the people, and of the people. Here at the USDN, we strive to bring you the best content we can find where it comes with the USDN seal of approval. We always strive to give you factual data, and if it's a rumor, we'll always preface it with the rumor alert before dropping the freshest info. However, once those rumors are proven true, you can bet your money we at USDN are slamming the stamp down and giving it the USDN seal of approval. Hit our links on social media for all our merch. This ad is USDN approved. BCP is now sponsored by the international shining star, Ray Kitri. Kitri has honed his craft traveling and wrestling all over the world, including destinations such as Mexico, Peru, Puerto Rico, and even Egypt. The ISPW Tri-State Champion and Golden Ticket holder is also one of the longest reigning ECPW Light Heavyweight Champions in history. Kitri also holds an international championship that he won in Mexico. Always known for his appreciation of world culture, the Shining Star is also known for his taste for high fashion, lavish lifestyle, and fast cars. However, he is most prominently known around the globe for his unparalleled in-ring acumen and skill set. Be sure to follow Ray Kitri across the board on social media at Kitri Ray on Twitter, at PAP1Fresh on Instagram, and Ray Kitri on Facebook. Guys, please welcome in our new pod sponsor for the show, GPW Productions. GPW provides your promotion or event with top-tier video and audio production, live streaming, and more. I can personally vouch for them in saying they're hands down the best production company I've ever worked with, as they continue to work with the likes of AEW, GCW, StarCast, MLW, not to mention the majority of the local independent promotions here in the tri-state area. They can even help you film a vignette or promo for your persona or gimmick. And guess what? GPW doesn't just work in wrestling. They cover MMA, boxing, basketball, or any other sporting event as well. Guys, on a personal note, as always, I'd like to thank Mike Sesko, Frank Leone, O'Neal Andrews, and the team for giving me multiple opportunities to work with them and some of the best talent in the world. Book GPW for a promotion or event today at contact@gpwproductions.com. Once again, the BCP is sponsored by Pro Wrestling Magic. Pro Wrestling Magic presents Kingdom Come 8, 99 red balloons on Saturday, December 23rd at the Mecca, Ridgefield Park here in New Jersey. Get your tickets now or watch live on IWTV. Kingdom Come 8 features Darius Carter, Steve Pena, Steve Off, Kerr, Alex Ryman, Danny Moff, the Notorious Mimi, the Ruthless Lala, Vicious Vicky, Adina Steele, The Rep, Death Row, and a whole lot more. Tune in on IWTV. Guys, I want to give a special shout out and thanks to our new December podcast sponsor, Key Nation, featuring our very own BCP and BCP Plus contributor, Mr. Wayne Keener. Make sure to follow Key Nation on TikTok and Instagram for great puns, memes, dad jokes, and random ridiculous content. Thank you, Wayne. Welcome in our new December sponsors for the BCP DDE Daddy Daughter Entertainment. Thank you, Chucky Diesel and Chloe Rain, for sponsoring the show. Daddy-daughter entertainment is all about family, and being a fan of professional wrestling is my favorite thing about this crazy business, is seeing Chucky and Chloe at shows. And DDE right now are putting out some amazing content and special attraction matches. Thank you, DDE. Guys, last but not least, I want to shout out our new December sponsor, Chop City Wrestling. Chop City Wrestling is where our pal Ryan Steniford takes chops from wrestlers and donates $20 to Connor's Cure for every chop he takes. Follow his adventures on his YouTube channel for all those chops and some great pro wrestling content for a great cause. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, and thank you, Ryan, for sponsoring the BCP.
Yo, listen, it's Platinum Max, part of the Acclaim, the Platinum Playboy, best wrestler alive, and you are rocking with the Bob Culture Podcast. Yo, listen, Platinum on the mic, and I'm coming for your ass. I'm listening to the Bob Culture Podcast, and I think it's the hottest show in the game, because them and everybody loves the Acclaim. Now, scissor me.